Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more of The Last Flame. In the last one, we finished up our first run of the full version. Of course, it made us go back down to the first difficulty, Novice, so it was fairly easy. I was trying to look up the challenges, and I still haven't figured out if they have rewards besides a Steam achievement. I would guess probably yes, but I just find it weird that they don't tell you. Like, why does it say a Steam achievement? If the game came out for something other than Steam, that would be a really odd tooltip to give. Anyways, being that it says the difficulty for this is Challenger, Impossible, I was trying to look it up, and apparently this challenge is really hard, even though I was looking at it and I was like, it can't be that hard. But Challenger is a difficulty on the list of difficulties that we haven't reached yet. So I would guess that maybe we should get a little bit better at the game first before we try any of those. So let's go ahead and do a run on Adept. Obviously, we did an Adept run in the Prologue, but it only went to the end of Act 2. And Act 3 feels a lot harder than Act 2, even in that Novice run. Like, Act 3 was a little bit worrying at some parts. Now, we did have an awkward run where our healer was just a guy who attacks fast, and hopefully that's good enough to heal our entire team, which did end up working out, but sometimes it was a little bit iffy. So we'll see how this one goes. Hopefully we can have a little bit of a better squad this time. It does always take a little bit of time on this initial loading screen, huh? I mean, I guess there are no more loading screens after that. Okay. Jeez. So, what do we got here? We got a ranged support, ethereal damage. It has ethereal amplification. Duplication increases all active debuffs by 4. Why is it called duplication if it just increases them by 4? I mean, I guess I could kind of see it, but duplication to me is double. So I wanted it to just keep doubling, and that would make it that would probably be broken, which is probably why they didn't do that. We've used this tank before, but it is possible that we go into that tank. Last time it took us a little bit of time before we got a tank. Here we have a crit range DPS. We read this guy last time, yep. Okay, here's the guy we used in our first run on the Prologue, which was kind of funny. He is a support who goes off of crit chance, but it's more that he buffs everyone's crit chance. So he was pretty good. Here's a character we haven't used at all yet. Just a ranged DPS caster who applies stun. Where's the stun and stunning? Okay. She also has low max mana, so that's pretty good. Here we have a melee physical damage dealer, but he gets shields. Okay. Performs a sword dance, dealing damage, inflicting 2 bleeds, and then deals damage to the target enemy. In addition, he gains a shield equal to 5% of his max HP. Okay. And we've briefly used this guy. He gets water elementals every time he crits. So he's kind of like a tank. But he has summon synergies. I'm thinking I'm going to go with these two. We haven't used these two at all yet. And that would give us a caster and a melee DPS that could maybe tank a little bit. This guy has no healing, though. I mean, I guess they didn't really give us any options that have, except this guy. This guy could heal. He steals HP from his water elementals. I'm going to go with the two that I said. So, we haven't seen this. When the fight starts, all heroes gain 1 spell power plus 3% spell power per stack of Enchanted Feather. Every floor visited, you gain 1 stack of Enchanted Feather. Whenever you enter a campfire, it loses half of its stacks. So this is obviously really good early on in the game, because it just gets better and better. However, we want to avoid campfires, which is interesting. You can now re-roll and refill items at the shop. Okay, that would make more use for gold. You no longer gain passive XP per fight. Instead, after each fight, gain 2 additional trophies for every 7 trophies. Well, hold on. You gain trophy plus 1 trophy for every 7 that you currently have. You can gain up to 8. So that one's weird. It encourages trophy stacking. I mean, gain 2 additional trophies plus 1. So you gain the same amount of XP essentially, right? Like at the base. If you get 2 trophies, that's 10 XP. And if you have 5 people, each of them gets 2 XP per fight, so that's 10 XP. So you're gaining at least the same amount of XP, which is interesting. However, you can gain more with this. I did see there's a challenge in the game for ending a run with like 90 trophies or something. I don't remember how many trophies, unfortunately. I wish I remembered. So this would be really good for that, especially at the start of a run. This seems like the best one. But it means we want to avoid campfires, which is awkward. I assume it doesn't go away between acts, so I guess in Act 1 we would want to get our origin as early as possible. But maybe this is just it. And then we just stack trophies. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like an interesting one. So, we don't have a shop synergy, so it's probably going to be a little while before we have enough money for a shop. Oh, this is unfortunate. We can't both hit this elite and the campfire. I like to do as many difficult battles as possible. Maybe this is the path. Go Starfight, Elite, Event, Elite, Boss, but then we don't get an origin. It's weird. They've definitely made it like you want to visit a campfire at least once, right? Because an origin is so valuable. So skipping a campfire is not a good idea. So essentially, what are we getting if we go this way? We get a shop. We get an elite, a star, and a campfire. So one of everything. If we go this way, we could get a campfire, an event, a star, and a shop. I don't know. I don't really know what gives the most rewards, unfortunately, yet. That rewards are relics, so elites give relics. Relics are very good. There is a path where you run 3 elites right here, but you get no campfire. I'm gonna try that, I think. Not much really to think about here. We do have, I've never really sped up the game, but maybe we could sped it up. Okay, so you get the trophies here. I'm going to, like, hard save on trophies for a little while. Until we get, like, an economy of trophies going. Because the more we can start getting, the better it's gonna be over time. And we don't need to level up in the early game anyways. Usually before, like, the third or fourth battle, I'm not looking at ranking up a hero anyways. Okay, so we have a support. I am looking for maybe any shield synergies, guys who can give shields to this guy, because he gets attack speed for every shield. We did use this guy in the prologue. He obviously would have summon synergy. Fairly low critical strike chance to begin with, though. And then I think we used this guy last time. He made a decent tank. Well, he was hard to kill. I might just grab him now just so we have a tank, because last time we didn't have a tank for a long time, and it started to become a problem. We don't have to use that guy in the long run. Critical strike. Okay, what's going to be the best here? You do benefit off of spell power. You probably benefit the most off of spell power. Without Omni crit, you probably don't need crit rate, though. This guy doesn't benefit off of crits right now. I kind of feel like... I really wish I could just right-click to get out of this menu. I kind of feel like I just go with the spell power. And then critical strike. Ooh. What do you get out of this? Max HP. Ooh. So this guy can give a shield to this guy. So maybe we grab this to just make that guy a little tankier. Okay. So, gonna be pretty straightforward in the early game. He does not heal enough to give himself a shield, though, right now. Okay, so now we should be getting an extra trophy every reward. What do we want to add to the group? Preferably a support, but I don't see a support here. Extra bleed. Per bleed on the enemy. This target dealing a guaranteed critical strike. Executes speed scales with attack speed. Also inflicts 1 bleed to nearby enemies. So this guy could work well just because we already have someone who does bleeds. Gains 1 mana for every 3 max mana they have. So you would gain 2 mana regen at base. Performs the Dragon's Dance, gaining 2% attack damage per max mana. So that'd be 14% attack damage. Deals damage to the target and inflicts 2 burns. So very similar to the other guy's effect, kind of. And then deals damage to nearby enemies and inflicts 1 burn. In addition, Dragon's Dance scales with attack damage as well as spell power. Okay. Seems pretty good. What do? You're another stunner, frost stunner. Okay, that's a pretty good ability. I'm really looking at this character. This guy obviously gives bleed. But this character seems like they're gonna scale really well. Let's go with that. Recipe. Whenever mana regen generates 2 mana, the wearer deals ethereal damage as an instant attack, which can apply ethereal damage and other passive effects, but which doesn't generate mana nor deals damage. Okay, so I assume that means it applies on hits, but it doesn't deal your attack damage. When the wearer receives damage from any source, they gain 1 attack damage and 1 spell power. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, because this is gonna synergize with our burn character that we just got. This person doesn't have crit synergies, though. But I guess no one has crit synergies at the moment. Okay, this is where it's gonna get a little awkward. Huh? Think. Ooh, how do I? Can't quite get this person to be far enough away. I guess it's just gonna have to be fine like this. Maybe we'll do 2 speed. Okay, it's still easy. More trophies. So there we got 1 extra trophy already. Now we should be getting 2 extra trophies. We all have 0 XP though. It's a little bit awkward. I'm probably gonna play around these trophy breakpoints. So we know that there's 7. I'm gonna try really heavily to play around them. Okay, Flynn is the guy we just unlocked. Every 4 seconds the hero deals spell damage to its target and nearby enemies equal to 12 times mana regen. So that's 120. So this guy's gonna give a lot of shocks. This guy shields himself, takes advantage of shields. Okay, so he just does damage based off of shields. This guy, you're a melee? Yes. Shields himself, takes advantage of shields, scales with mana regen. Whenever mana regenerates or generates mana, the hero gains 3% shield recovery, caps at 45. The hero's HP is consumed before their shield unless they are below 25%. Casts Ether Shield, gaining 150 shield and 10 defense per 100 shield for 4 seconds. So does this not scale? Because it doesn't show any scalings in this. After 4 seconds, deals ethereal damage equal to all the damage mitigated with defense. I don't like any of these guys. So I'm kind of tempted to just take Flynn then for now. Unfortunately, these guys both have shields, but they don't give shields. I think I'm going to take Flynn, I guess. Lower max mana, spell power and defense, or spell power. Both of these guys scale off of spell power, but this person scales off of attack damage as well. Could just give this guy this to the tank dude, huh? That would make his heal a lot better. Yeah, let's take that. Ooh, 3 mana regen. Yeah, I mean, this character just goes crazy with mana regen, huh? I think that's what we're doing. And then, am I going for the triple elite? I'm gonna try, I think. If it gets us killed, then that sucks. Fall into a trap. You see a horde of enemies. They are shouting, yeah, words that we can't understand. Fight back. If defeated, get all heroes lose 5% attack speed for 3 fights. If victorious. Okay, well, we are just gonna fight then. How difficult is this? It might be a little bit difficult. Do I use some trophies here? 4 trophies to level up, but then we lose 1 extra trophy that we gain. Probably worth it, just so this guy can actually survive. You have spell power? You do. Every 4 seconds, the hero deals an instant attack. Gains 1 spell power. I think you go with that. Okay, I'm just hoping our tank survives here. Ooh. Yeah, there's not enough room around the tank for everyone to attack him. Is he gonna live? It's gonna be close. Oh, he's dead. That sucks. Does no one else die, please? That would be great. Okay. Could've got better. Every 2 attacks, the wearer gains 1 additional mana. On cast, the wearer... Oh. Is that worth it? So, I mean, this is gonna take math, right, to figure out if this item is worth it. So how it works, essentially, we're getting 3 mana per 2 attacks. And the character that I'm considering is this character. So that means in 4 attacks, we're getting a cast plus 1 mana. And then it goes up to 7 mana. So how to get 2 casts, it would be another 4 attacks. And that's not including mana regen at all, actually. Mana regen's gonna make it a little faster. No, not 4. Yeah, 4 attacks. I don't know. I don't really want to do the math, not gonna lie to you. I didn't put this on anyone yet either, but I don't think... We just don't have an item for one of the attackers, so I don't think that matters. Receives damage, have a chance to inflict burn. That's interesting, because doesn't that just synergize with you? Makes you cast less. But it's just gonna give you more attack damage. It seems like it's really good for this character. But we really need this character to have a lot of items before that'll work. And this is okay. You don't necessarily have burn synergy though, do you? So we don't really need to be applying a bunch of burns, so I think I am going to grab this with the intention of putting it on that character. Okay, well, let's hope we don't die doing this. Our first elite fight, of course it's super weird positioning. If I do this, it makes the tank everyone's target, huh? It should work. Wait, hold on. I've never seen this before. Toggle this to obtain a fragment of truth. You need to obtain all 3 fragments of truth to unveil the mystery. Can be obtained from normal and star encounters, the second from elites, and the third from bosses. I don't think I'm prepared for that. But that's interesting to know. We should try and do that at some point, but I don't think our second run is the time. Especially since we're not that strong right now. Okay, can the tank live? I think with the stuns it will hopefully be good enough. Why only 4? So I should have gotten... Maybe I was going to get 0 trophies here? So 2 plus 2? Every 2 seconds to wear... Gain 1 mana regen. Go to 3 times the amount of frost and burn on the enemy. Probably the mana regen, huh? Just put it on that book. We get a relic. All enemies start with 15 shock. Deal 50 damage per frost to the enemy with the most frost in 4 seconds. Our max mana is increased. Who has the highest max mana? Lynn does. For each summon, oh jeez. None of these are any good. Oh no. I mean, what's better? Can we see how many shocks got applied? Oh, I keep doing that. So this guy does 1 shock to all enemies every 2 attacks. So he'd have to attack 30 times to get 15 shock. Problem is, doesn't Flynn do shock as well? Yeah. This is awkward because none of these really work. Can I look up exactly how shock works? On-cast heroes have a 0.5% chance per shock to stun their current target. So that would mean it's 15 times 1.5 is 22.5. So they'd have like about a 4% chance to stun on cast, but it also increases other stuns, and we have a different stun. So maybe this is good enough, because I do plan on getting rid of Flynn, probably. Let's do it. And then how's our damage going? Pretty much what we expect at the moment. Wait. Oh no, Flynn is doing more than this guy. Interesting. Okay, now seems like a time maybe to use some trophies. Because we're gonna get 3 extra trophies. But I can spend 8 trophies to level up 2 people. And then we only get 2 extra trophies instead. I think if we can maintain 2 extra trophies... Actually, I mean, if we could maintain 1 extra trophy, it's a bonus. We're gonna level up you, because you seem to be our best damage dealer. Every time the hero critically strikes with an attack, they summon a water... Okay, the water elemental thing. You have 20 critical strike. 2 red drakes. The hero deals additional equal to their defense. I think the water elementals is probably it. That or start stacking drakes again. But with 20% crit, I would expect you to have all the water elementals. Well, let's think about that. That's about 15 attacks to get all the water elementals. Maybe. I mean, you could get lucky and get an early crit. And then maybe we could give you more crit or something. Now I really wish I'd grabbed the one that gives crit and stuff, huh? Oh, I forgot to combine this as well. We want this and this. Okay. We could always swap that over to someone else who might have like more crits or something. At the moment, no one really has good crit. So who else do we want to level? Here's something I was just thinking about. You can't look at the previous map's battle recap. I kind of wish you could. I think you were doing more damage than this guy, right? increasing your max mana is actually good for you, huh? Every second attack inflicts 1 burn or frost at random to all enemies. When below 50% HP, attacks consume 2 frost. Why does it only consume frost, but it inflicts burn and frost? And lifesteal, bronze drakes. Now I wish I had gone for the fire drakes. Maybe I should have leveled up 2 heroes and then picked their things. Although, no, that water elementals work. Yeah, go ahead, grab that, because that'll scale with the water elementals. And then we'll go ahead and make you the target, and let's go. Okay, yeah, we already have 1 water elemental. Tank is dying very fast. Oh, he's just dead. Alright, well that sucks. Can we get out without losing anyone else? Just barely. Just barely. So what's wrong with the tank? Also, we really need an offensive item here. I'm gonna reroll. This is the best offense, I guess. Put it on her. And we can combine that with this. Do get another item. Who has crit synergy? We could give someone crit synergy. I'm thinking that. But no one actually... I guess you have crit synergy. I'm thinking maybe we might switch the water drakes over to you. But we'll see. Oh, right. That could let us switch. We probably do want to look for another hero right there, though. We gotta think right now, because right now I could switch the water elementals and the drakes. Problem is, this character has higher base crit. So let's start with this. And then I don't see a good reason not to just combine these two, because they're gonna go well together no matter who I put them on. So, if we give this to you, you're gonna scale your attack damage pretty nicely. Whoever we give this to could spawn the water elemental. So if we give this to you, you have 33. Give it to you, you only have 23. It's still more than 20. I think we want to switch them. We swap this and this. Okay. Because this is going to scale their attack damage once they have the water elementals done. Hopefully that was a good move. So, another elite fight. We could use some more trophies again. We have 7 trophies to level people up. Kind of debating using 6 to just level up the tank. But this character just got a lot stronger. We get attack speed. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I think it's got to be the attack speed, because that's going to synergize with all this other stuff. I need to stop doing that. I think this should work. I'm really hoping the tank lives. That stun is pretty big. Okay, this character's going bananas. Has 204 attack damage. Okay, so the disadvantage to elite fights is we don't get trophies out of it. So the only reason I'm getting trophies is because of my thingamajig. Ooh. Loses 50% attack damage at the start of the fight. Why does it have to have that? It already has +5 max mana. See, I was gonna put this on them because the +5 max mana actually just ends up being a bonus. Losing 50% of your attack damage? What does that put you at? It puts you at 45? That could be still worth it. Every 3 seconds, all enemies gain 1 of every debuff active on them. That's pretty good. Whenever mana regen generates 2 mana, gain 1 magic steal and 2% spell power. I think I want that though, right? Let's give that to this character. Because we already have a decent amount of spell power. We don't necessarily need the magic steal, but... Deal 50 damage per shock to the enemy with the most shock every 4 seconds. So everyone's gonna have 15 shock. Mana regen tiles, magic steal tiles, or spell power for each summon. So currently we start with 2 summons, but we can end with about 5 summons. Can we see how many water elementals you had? No, we cannot. So, at best, this is going to give 30 spell power right now. This is only over 4 seconds. Oh, per shock. So that'd be 15, that'd be 750 every 4 seconds to an enemy. It's okay. Could be better. I think we take this. Everyone having spell power is pretty good. Okay, another... Ooh. 60% chance to blank. On second thought, you want... Leave behind the chest that could contain tons of gold. I mean, 350 gold is not worth a 60% chance to have something bad happen, right? Maybe the 60% chance is something good, though. That's a tough one. I feel like I just press it because we don't know what the downside is, but the downside could really hurt. Hundreds of sharp teeth. Okay, so it's a mimic. Okay, that could be bad. He just kind of is going to make himself better and make us worse. All heroes' positions are randomized? That's not great. I guess I'll place them, but I don't think it matters, I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, but it still targets the tank, so that's fine. So did we get anything for winning this fight, though? Yes, we do. Those probably just ended up being worth it, huh? Why do you... Oh, the lower defense is from the Mimic. Maybe spell power and HP for you? Because you do heal based off of spell power. Attack speed and attack damage. I'd take that for you, just so you have more attack speed. We could always give that to someone else later on. And then probably next fight, we're looking to do some level ups because we got a lot of trophies. It's also an elite. Have you noticed this toggle? Yes. You will need to obtain all 3 fragments of truth to fight the final boss. The first fragment can be obtained from normal and star encounters. The second... Toggling this on will increase the HP. Only use it... Okay, so it's only HP. I didn't want to check that box because I wanted to remind me again, probably. It's only an HP increase. Deals 1 gold every time it attacks. When another Thief Devil dies, it loses 50% attacks. We're gonna lose a lot of gold, so the longer they live, the more gold we lose, huh? So this is probably not the fight to do that then. Oh, but we need to level up. So we could use probably 12 trophies here if I wanted to. 4 of them levels you guys up, or 8 I guess total. Or I could just use 8 and get you to rank 4. Or I could use all 12 on these two. That might be the play. Okay, what do you get? You don't need magic steel. You're reducing 44% down. You don't need life steal, so it's either attack speed. It's probably attack speed, just so you can cast faster, right? You have a decent amount of defense already. Okay, you could either get 25, you might want attack speed as well, or crit strike, but you don't have a crit strike synergy anymore, do you? It's either attack speed or spell power. I think it's attack speed, just so you cast faster. Gold are we losing? I think we had 18, 14. Okay, we lost about 20 gold, 21 gold. We get it all back at least. Wearer's attack damage is increased by 10% of their shield. Every attack, the wearer has a 7% chance to fill their mana full. That's kind of crazy, huh? Give that to this person who's constantly increasing their max mana. Or just increase their max mana and give them attack damage %. Only at the start of the fight that they gain that though, so it doesn't scale over the course of the fight. I guess it would scale this. I think it's this, right? You just have a tough one. No, I think this mace is actually better. This is pretty cool, though. But we don't, like, need you... I guess you casting is pretty good. I don't know. It's very hard to tell which one of these is going to end up being better. It's kind of random, right? Like, if this procs, like, 2 or 3 times while you're at low mana, that has way more benefit. But the fact that this gives percent... I guess you have kind of low attack damage at the start, though. I think it's this. I could be wrong. All heroes gain 4 but lose HP when the fight starts. All enemies start with 15 burn. I don't like that. All enemies lose 1 burn every 2 seconds. All heroes and summons gain 300% burn amplification. For example, if an enemy has 10 burn, heroes and summons will deal 40 damage instead of 10 damage per attack. I could get rid of the Thunderstone for it. All heroes get damage when the fight starts. Kind of like that, but we don't have an extra hero at the moment. And we're about to go into a boss fight where this would just hurt us and not help us at all for the boss fight. So, I mean, I'm really looking at the flute then, I think. It's either flute or fishing rod. I really want to grab the fishing rod, actually. I'm just concerned that it could make the boss fight needlessly more difficult. We should be fine. We just really haven't picked up any extra heroes yet because we've done only elite fights. Let's make sure we get that going. Okay, we've never fought you. Oh no, we have fought you. I assume there's different bosses. I don't think we fought this boss last time, right? Always targets the lowest HP hero. Lowest HP, not lowest current health percent. Ooh, there's these nerds too. Do I then do this as well? That seems foolish, but... this is gonna be awkward. I'll level you up so you're a little stronger. You have 10% crit. You do synergize with bleed. I guess that's it. I think I'm not gonna do the Fragments of Truth this time, but I'll probably try it next time. Okay, this is really bad. That guy is going to get murdered. Okay, he's dead. Oh, she's dead too. Okay, but the rewards are big. So we get 60 back, so we could spend down to 30 health. So now we definitely want another hero, right? This guy could be big. So he's got that crit synergy. We use this. We've used all of these heroes before. A second tank is an interesting idea, but it's a frost tank. Is that really our only crit synergy? I guess this guy now has crit synergy. We'll take this guy, I guess. Maybe he's replaceable. Every 4 seconds, the wearer receives a heal. Oh, we don't have frost. Lifesteal now applies to everything. Critical strikes done by any hero inflicts a bleed on all enemies. Ooh. I would pick that, but it's kind of hard to put it on this character now. Let's reroll then. Every critical strike, the wearer gains 10 attack damage. Five times max mana. Oh, every 3 seconds? Ooh, that's awkward. 5 times max mana. Put it... Guess it'd probably go on our tank. But do we really need everyone to be healed? We just really need himself to be healed. I think it's actually that, probably. But we can't use it at the moment. Unless I somehow, like, swap this out. Okay, relic. Research at the shop. Research gives you relics, right? It costs 8 trophies. Clickable relic. Spend 100 gold to heal for 10 health. It has infinite uses. That's interesting, but we probably don't need it. Stinky fish. Gain 6 health after each fight. At the start of the fight, you either get happy fish or angry fish, depending on your current health. When missing less than 30, all heroes receive happy fish, plus 20% attack speed. When missing 30 or more, all heroes receive angry fish, minus 10% attack speed. I think we go with Stinky Fish, right? 20% attack speed. We just stay above 60 at all times, and it'll make it easier to stay above 60. This is kind of cool because it would give us something else to use our trophies on, but I kind of just want to use my trophies to level up people. And we haven't even made it to a campfire yet. Okay, so what do we got? We need to get to a campfire. This could get us 2 campfires. There's real, and you have to go for both. That's so obnoxious. So if we go for the star fight, then here, an elite, 2 normals, another star, shop. That seems bad. What if we go this way, shop? This is 1 elite, 2 stars, and 1 campfire. That's probably good. Does it tell me which type of fish we have? Alright, we got this guy now. So I could use 10 if I wanted to. Could use more than 10. We probably need to get this guy and this guy up. We need more heroes. If I was ever going to replace Flynn, it's not really happening, huh? What do you do now? When you critically strike, blue drakes. On cast, the hero gains 7. Okay, Omni Strike does nothing for you. Who has... You have blue drakes. Do we have any other... synergies with summons? That's not a synergy with summon, but it gives summons. And then your crit strike that you give scales off of spell power. So that's probably it. But let's level you up. And what do you do? Every time the hero casts... Okay, you don't cast very much. Whenever mana regen, you get shield. Spell power is increased by 10% of their current shield. When the fight starts, the hero gets... Okay, you don't have spell power, though. And you don't get spell power either. Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess this would give him spell power. He would get 15 spell power off of this. It's probably better to just grab this, because then I could give it to someone else later. And at least that will do something. And then I think you grab the blue drakes here. Because you'll hopefully be giving... I wish it would tell you what the amount was. Like, what the scaling of spell power, because he has 0 spell power, so I just can't really tell. This should hopefully work. We really need like a healer support or something. Is this gonna work? It looks okay at the moment. Yeah, I could have probably pressed the button to make them have more health. Maybe I'll do that next fight. Oh, this is where we get the health from. I see, I see. Since we're guaranteed to get the health, since it works like that, I could actually reroll here. On cast, the wearer gains 100 and receives a heal equal. Okay, this is really good for our tank. I'm gonna just grab that actually without rerolling then. Which of our tank's items would we give that to? Probably the one that synergizes with health. Then we're probably wrapping up here soon. How's our damage breakdown? You actually are caught up? That's crazy. Okay, so star. Maybe I should wait for the normal battle, because the star battle's slightly more difficult to do this fragment of truth thing. What do you have to do? Normal, elite, and boss. How do I... Okay, there we go. I do have a lot of trophies. Do I use any right now? I have a feeling we're fine for this fight. Well, let's hope. Oh, we might not be fine. Gonna be close. Okay, we just barely got away with that. But now we should get a lot of trophies. So 6 health again. Means I could reroll. And this looks like a reroll. This actually would have worked decently on this character, but it's kind of too late for that now. Max mana. We don't want to increase our caster's max mana. I think I reroll. I can do 3 rerolls here because these are common items. Mana regen, max HP. Mana regen for you, maybe? So you cast faster? Or just give mana regen to you so you do more damage for now? Or we could give it to this guy, I suppose. No, I think we give it to you. I really want like a crit item. Like this, yeah. It's 5 gold every time he crits. Problem is, we're about to hit the shop before this guy's gonna be able to earn a lot of gold. So I might just give the crit item to that guy. And then what do we do here? Oh, I could have grabbed the trophies first, maybe. And then gotten an extra trophy. Would I have been able to get to an extra trophy? I don't know. I forgot how many I had before I picked that up. But it's definitely a possibility, something to keep in mind for the future. Put this stuff on people real quick. Oh, he scaled his crit chance. I was like, why did it go not up by the right amount? Is there anyone whose passives we could swap? Swap these two, right? And this guy would attack more. This character would have more spell power. But then again, I'm skipping another grab a hero reward, but I think that makes a lot of sense to do these two. And I still would maybe switch this to someone else too. Probably this guy. Anyways, we're gonna do a few more battles. We'll probably get to... Where was I gonna... What direction was I going? This way? So maybe this battle is where we'll take a break. What do we got? Oh, why are you so tough? Isn't this just a normal battle? It is. What the heck? Okay, well we should probably get stronger then. To all hero hit. I assume that means he would attack the people behind him as well. So I could go down to... why don't we go down to like 21 so I can use 10 trophies? But we probably just buff you, huh? What do we got? No? That's pretty good. Getting a shield. That's not really good for you. So I think this, because you're gonna have a whole... Oh, it's only 20% of attack damage. But it heals everybody for that amount. So that's probably pretty good. I think that'll work. Do I do this? This could be a really bad idea, but let's try it. Oh, we got him stunned too. Oh, we do a lot of damage. I don't think... Yeah, we even stunned him out of his whirlwind. I don't think it mattered at all. He got wrecked. Okay. What do these do? Doesn't seem to do anything yet. Healing received. That's based on frost. When the wearer gets at or lower than 35, their current max mana is halved. Interesting, but I don't think any of that is good enough. Or max mana. Attacks have 12% chance to stun the wearer's current target. That's pretty good. This guy gets quite a bit of attack speed. And we have all that shock that we put on, which would increase the duration of that. Yeah, let's take that. And then damage recap, pretty much what we expect. Kind of all coming together now. Okay, shop. We have a lot of gold. We could buy heroes. I forgot that we could buy heroes, honestly. Giving a shield to everybody. That's probably better than Flynn, right? The problem is, do I want all my characters to be melee characters? We used this guy last time, too. How much crit do you have? You only have 5%? Okay, what kind of items do we have here, then? Wearer gains Omni Crit. That wouldn't work on you. Does that help anyone? Maybe helps you? Because you have a decently high crit. See if to inflict. We can't use that at all. That's pretty good for our tank. Could also be good for this guy because then he'd constantly be getting shields. Another one of these tridents. I don't think we can do that right now. No, that's probably not gonna work. Every 5 attacks, the wearer gains 2 spell power for each bleed and shock on the enemy. Has the most of these debuffs. So, if we put this on our caster, that would be at least 30. Probably more because we're applying some bleeds. But at least 30 spell power every 5 attacks? What else can we get here? So am I gonna go for this guy? He inflicts frost. We go for this guy, but he just heals himself, right? Yeah, he just heals himself. This guy seems like the best because he shields the whole party. His, like, passive, though, is not very good, I feel like. We did turn this guy into, like, a funny guy who attacks really fast last time and actually does some damage, which was pretty funny. I think it's gotta be this guy that we buy. What else are we buying, though? Probably both of these. If I buy both of these, that's like 1,200. It's half of our money. Probably buy the green mana book. Oh, actually, I can't use both of these, can I? I can only use one. Because you already have items. I guess I can move this to someone else. Okay, so we're buying this guy. Buying this for sure. Buying the mana book. I don't know if there's any other uses for money. Like, could I just buy right here? Can I get any item to go with that? Probably gives crit. Doesn't look like anything here gives crit. Give me that. Might as well just like load up on items right here. Pretty much any item that gives attack speed or spell power, or I guess attack damage is okay. So let's give stuff to people. So you take that. You take that, you take that. We're gonna take this and combine it with the mana book. Or I could combine it with that. Wouldn't that be better? It would give me more spell power faster. No, I think because we already have the happy fish or whatever. And then who wants the spell power? How good is the spell power on you? We give you 32 spell power, it gives you 8% more critical. Whereas you get a 1-to-1 on your shield. This guy. Let's give him that. And the attack damage. that's pretty decent. We need 2 more items. We might as well just buy like some phony baloney defensive items, right? Although these are, we can't even afford both of these, so never mind. This. Do I grab that to just put on one of your things? Probably. So now he has 15% chance to crit. Do I put this on something? It's only probably gonna work on you or you. This guy has a lot more attack damage, so it probably helps him more. Let's do it. Oh, we're not at the hero menu anymore. Okay. So that should make everyone pretty effective now. Maybe I dismiss you. Get the trophies back. Anyways, let's go to the next map real quick. We were gonna go this way. Oh, we have a event first. Lose 15 health to gain 2 enhanced heirlooms. Wait, what? Passive reroll. That seems pretty good, huh? Which ones are the heirlooms? Can't remember. These are the heirlooms. 2 enhanced heirlooms. Sure. Ooh. Now I kind of wish I hadn't combined all those items. Who should this go on? It could either go on this guy and make him more effective, or it could go on this guy and make him farm more gold. Oh, man. And then this is probably just gonna go on you, because it'll just make you cast your shield more. Farming gold is goofy, but maybe not that effective. I think it's definitely better on this guy, right? Because now he's got 30% crit. And we'll just give that to you. Okay. So this will probably be the last fight we do for now. We do need to level you up, and we can use a lot of trophies. Let's first get you there. Okay, we gotta remember that everyone is melee now except for our one character. Okay, so what do you do? Get shield received. Very interesting. Every 4 attacks if the hero is below. That's not that good. Every 4 seconds the hero deals an instant attack. That's also not that good. So I guess this. It's not great, but it's something. And then use 6 more, so level up 1 guy. Let's level up you because we just made you actually pretty strong. Spell power, probably not it. It seems like it's just attack speed then, huh? Okay, should be able to win here, I think. These guys are all healers, and then there's a damage dealer. Come on, please survive. It's kinda close, but we're now outscaling them. Okay, this guy has now jumped up to first place. Yeah, he's pretty strong. He got 14 crits. And he had the attack speed fully stacked, so yeah, he's pretty good now. See what we can get out of this. Some decent items there. Wish I could separate that out. I mean, we could probably just take that off and give him, like, the attack speed. Or the spell power. Because right now, he had 74 spell power. Spell power seems a little bit silly. I'd rather have him, like, cast his spell faster. But now we could put that on him. It's... Okay. You see what's going on here, because now he crits more. Now he has a 23% chance to crit. Who do we give this to? Because this is pretty good. Like, you having spell power is not that valuable, right? Like, is the attack speed better? It probably is. Alright, you take that. We'll see what to do with this stuff later. But anyways, let's grab these rewards. That's probably gonna do it for this episode here. We're about halfway through another run. I think I'm going a little bit more than halfway every time. We tend to finish the second episode a little bit faster. But anyways, we're about halfway through our run of the second difficulty. We're about to get to the second boss there, but you see we still got a few things, and we still need to pick an origin, which we don't have yet. This next elite fight might be a good chance to get that other piece of the fragment of truth. I'll probably try that. We'll see if we can do it, and then against this boss fight, get the last piece. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this so far. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I think it's very good. And hopefully it doesn't get boring too quickly, because we've experienced a lot of stuff, and it seems like there's a lot more to experience, but I hope we don't get to the end of the content too quickly, because I like this game a lot, and I think it's fun. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed so far, and I will see you next time.